Good morning, Facebook friends. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Look, have you noticed I'm taking up the whole of your screen? That's how it is now on Facebook Live, which is jolly good. Do like and share this post if you think you know anyone that has a Facebook page, because they might need to know this. This is a quick chat all about Facebook organic reach and whether or not you should post via a third-party app. I spoke last night at an organisation called Lati. It was a collective of tech companies, science-based companies, and we did a bit of a workshop on social media, heavily focused on LinkedIn, but as always, Facebook comes up. And one of the things I was telling them was that, if you are going to post a video, post it natively to Facebook. Don't post a link to YouTube, because we know that Facebook suppresses the reach of those YouTube links. And in that same conversation, one of the things that I said was that if you post via a third-party app to Facebook, then you probably get slightly reduced organic reach, and that you should post everything natively to Facebook as much as possible. Now, someone in the room actually tweeted that, and someone basically called me out on it on the Twitter sphere, saying that that was a myth that had been debunked and it was no longer valid. And this causes me a huge problem, because I don't like to be wrong, and I don't like to feel as though I'm giving people the wrong information. So I then went and did quite a bit of research last night and spoke to lots of social media peeps, both in the UK, in the States, whoever I could find, and asked them the question and asked them what their view was based on their own experience. And essentially what most people said to me was that although some people say yes, it's correct, some people say no, it's not, the vast majority are saying that if you post to Facebook pages via a third-party app like Buffer or Hootsuite or whatever, then the amount of organic reach that you get will go down. So always post natively to Facebook on your Facebook page. There are some articles that say that is not true, but they tend to be from the third-party apps that I'm talking about here. So of course they would say that, wouldn't they? They would say that it doesn't make any difference. But I did manage to find an article from someone called Mari Smith, who's a leading Facebook influencer, well known globally, and she pointed to a study by BuzzSumo, who did an analysis of 500 million posts on Facebook and found that if you post via a third-party app, you get about 89% less reach, or rather 89% of those posts got less reach. So that says really that you should definitely post natively to Facebook if you've got a Facebook page. So I thought I would try and clear that up and come on here and just share what I'd actually found. But I am interested in your experience as well. If you have a Facebook page and you have used a third-party app like Buffer or Hootsuite or Sprout Social or anything really like that, if you've used one of those, I'd love to know whether you feel as though it doesn't affect your organic reach or not. My feeling is that it's probably not the most important factor in how many people see your content. I think if you write stuff that your followers like, then that is the key thing. So if you're writing about a subject that is dear to their heart, if you're talking like a friend, if you're talking about certain topics that are trending or interesting or whatever, that is going to have more of a factor. But do share your experiences with me, because it would be great to actually share your experience with everybody else, because we're nice and friendly. What else is happening in social media world? There is a thing actually on a Facebook page called a shop. If you've got a Facebook page, you probably have an option to have a shop now. And if you are doing any kind of online transaction, you need to get on board with Facebook Shops, because you can create a direct link from your Facebook page to your product where they can purchase it. So have a look at that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a bit of a Facebook Live and show my screen and do a bit of a demo on that. So if you're interested, I'll try and do that this afternoon if I get the chance. If not, it will be next week. I'm doing a lot of pointy stuff like this, look. That's very aggressive, very Donald Trump, isn't it? Anyway, that's all for now. Have a great weekend. If you've got any questions about social media stuff, don't forget to ask on this page, and tell all your friends about how great we are at talking about social media. Have a great weekend. I shall see you next time. Bye.